Hello boys, girls, I'm Flipper55 with Fat Finger Gaming, and welcome to Fat Finger Gaming's absurd 32-team college football playoff, the 2015 season. We have Auburn, Louisville. They played the first game of this season. Louisville crushed Auburn. Auburn then went on to turn everything around, go to the SEC Championship. They were upset in the SEC Championship by Georgia. Louisville, on the other hand, was upset by Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, costing them a shot at the ACC Championship. So Jockey believes that TCU is going to crush OU. I'm all over. I'm all with Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma's going to win this. I think Oklahoma wins the Big 12, as I said. Started off thinking that. There is nothing that makes me think any differently. In fact, I was extremely worried about TCU, and then I watched them in person. And, yeah, no, not anymore. Nah. I'm not that worried about that Texas loss, because that Texas loss, it happens. Stuff like that happens. I mean, hell, look at West Virginia. West Virginia was on pace. All they had to do was beat Pittsburgh to go to the national championship, and that was a very good West Virginia team, and that was a horrible Pittsburgh team. Pittsburgh beat West Virginia, and West Virginia went on to put up 70-some-odd points up against to Clemson.
That's why it's a first down.
Those kind of games just happen. Oh, okay. I think Jockey's talking more about Choklahoma. No, okay, I understand, but Choklahoma doesn't set in until there's an actual championship, until there's an actual trophy sitting there for you to win, which is the reason why, you know, Oklahoma not having to go to that Big 12 championship is actually a good thing for them.
And he's taken down at about the 37-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Tries to get out of trouble, but he can't shake the defense. A nice play there, and that's his 5th sack of the season.
I'll tell you what, this guy seems to
all right.
maximum effort on
Did not
every play.
because of the
He's
whole.
so
I
hard
wonder
to
if I
keep off
even
the
have
field.
access to that right now.
It's 3rd down and 13 to go.
Because that whole drop thing,
43-yard line.
not actually update.
And on the throw, he caught it. Tackle at the 21-yard
Alabama
line.
moving on.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. He's out of bounds at the 16.
Which is truly unfortunate that Alabama went on.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
But not really, because that's who I picked.
Straight ahead on the give, and there's nowhere to run.
That makes it 3rd and 6.
Here's play number 10.
Oklahoma is a time-tested tradition on the prairie, not just in bowls. Well, Austin, let's crown the champion after regular season. Oklahoma will have at least 20 championships.
I'd love to see this quarterback respond when this offense really needs
Oh, God.
Your quarterback's performance on 3rd down is vital to your team's success.
Right. And Jockey brings up, and that's why Les Miles teams aren't great. Exactly. Only I don't think Les Miles chokes. I think it's just Les Miles. And the fact, you know, you ever hear about that whole thing?
Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, crazy dudes are just crazy, except that the crazy dude's rich, then he's eccentric.
He really plowed his way
That's
into
Les
the end
Miles,
zone there.
the Mad Hatter.
Once you get inside the 10-yard line,
If he had bad talent, he'd be an idiot.
First, the extra point.
But because he's got good enough talent over the years to actually make up for the fact that he's a complete idiot,
I thought they did a really
he's the Mad Hatter.
balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
I would love to actually get him and Petrino sitting at the same table,
20-yard line.
just talking about football. Because I would write down everything that they said
Let's see what the offense can do.
and realize that that is a wrong freaking thing to do. And at least all those mistakes I would never have to make. And I did not get a drink, and my voice is already cracking.
Quick release, tight end, incomplete.
Austin, OK State scares me. Yes, for OU, that probably is the game that you guys would have a chance to lose in. I thought TCU was going to be the game that Oklahoma was going to lose. As I said before, I'm not really that scared anymore.
In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. Nice catch, first down. He's knocked out. From their own 35-yard line. First down. Room around the corner. He gets out to about the 44-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1.
Man left, man left.
Heading for the corner.
We can't beat anybody in orange anymore. Well, Tennessee, I guess. Nice.
At the 38-yard line.
You guys almost did beat them. You guys shouldn't have beat them. That's for damn sure.
From the 38-yard line. First down.
But it is what it is. You won. Move on. It's all that matters. Just win. Just win and move on.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
So this week we got Alabama, LSU. I was very firm and confident about picking Alabama until, of course, reading how good LSU's been doing in Tuscaloosa.
1st and 10. Ball on
A
the
little
22.
nervous about that now. Still think Alabama will win. We have Clemson, Florida State. I'm not picking that one because my blind hatred has definitely cost me.
Taken down.
Continue call for Clemson to lose. I'm not even going to pick on it. I actually should pick Clemson because then when I actually am for Clemson, I'm sure that they were going to lose. But we will remove that off the schedule. And there's a third game.
Tackle made the 7-yard line.
There is a third game this week. And I forget what the hell it is. I don't know why I'm forgetting.
2nd down. Caught end zone for the touchdown.
You got to give each of these guys credit for getting.
Oh, Oklahoma State plays somebody. Oklahoma State TCU, right? Yeah, Oklahoma State TCU. Oklahoma State
The extra
TCU.
point to tie this game up.
Ooh. That might be a fun game to I wonder what the point spread is on that thing.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off.
I did actually forget that game.
He's to the 20, looking for the corner. He gets hit out of bounds around the 47-yard line.
It is very interesting that Oklahoma State has TCU, Baylor, and Oklahoma all at home. That is extremely interesting.
We'll see if they have the same strategy here.
And he's tackled right away.
TCU -5. Wow. Boy, they're really going. They're not making
He's taken
meat on any bone.
24-yard line.
You only got Michigan State by -6. I wonder what the opening line was. Duke's favored by 8.
And he's
Oh my
tackled at the
God.
7.
I'm looking at the point spreads now for this week. Duke is favored by 8 to UNC. Unfortunately, I'd have to pick UNC on that. Wow.
Nice run up the middle.
The opening was -5. Holy crap. All right.
Touchdown, Auburn.
I mean, I guess I would guess with the -5, I'd have to go TCU.
He makes the PAT. A 5-play, 52-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
No, the under/over is not 110. That's actually the money line.
I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
Unless the money line is the same as the under/over, which would be damn funny.
To about the 25-yard line.
I think any good football team has to have an ability to answer, and that's exactly what we just saw. One team scores a touchdown, the other team comes right back and puts another touchdown on the board. This is getting exciting.
And they make the stop around the 35-yard line.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the
76.5. Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
The football for a first down.
From their own 35.
I don't bet much, can you tell? Yeah, Austin, no, that's all right. It's a mistake. Don't worry about it. There actually isn't really good money lines.
He came down with it. They didn't have much of a chance on that play.
Boy, this defense has a lot of speed. They're all over him by the time
At all. Sitting here looking at some of the money lines, they ain't a good money line either. I'd have to take in those games. I'd have to take TCU.
They keep it on the ground with
Only -5, sure, I'd take them.
the left for a nice game.
Michigan State, only -5, I'll take them.
So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go.
Looking up the point spread for Bama
Trying to
LSU.
get it to his receiver, and they're going to have to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect on the pass there. That was a very good
Wow,
stand by this
LSU
defense.
getting 6. Are you kidding me? LSU
Everybody
getting
up close, it
6
looks like they're
points.
coming after this kick.
Undefeated. I'd leave that damn thing alone.
Down at the 28. Auburn's got a great offensive game plan in this one.
Well, they
Wow,
are off to
I'd
a
leave that
great start.
alone.
Sometimes you lose your focus when you start.
I think
this
Bama's
game.
gonna
The
win, but
challenge for them is just to maintain what they
I wouldn't bet for them to cover 6 points.
Auburn
Wow.
has 7 points.
Michigan's playing Rutgers. Nice.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And they push him out at the 48-yard line.
I think
Defense
God,
backed in tight here.
I don't see the Washington-Utah game up here.
And he's level at the 43.
I'm saying Utah's favored by 1 against Washington. I don't see that.
His athleticism, second to none. We'll see if they have an answer for him today. Defense looking for another sack in the
Austin,
second down
Iowa,
and long situation.
Indiana match intrigues me. You are probably the only one that it intrigues.
Now he's scrambling. He's at the 40, and he is drilled at the 39.
That's good for a gain of 18 yards. Third down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 13, Mike 13.
Navy getting 8 points again at Memphis. Sweet.
Runs it right. Nice pickup.
That's a gain of 6 on the play.
Hold it. Utah is getting 1.5 against Washington. Huh. Okie dokie.
And he's hit before he can go
Interesting
anywhere.
lines. Some very interesting lines this week.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Bama being favored at home is interesting to me. To a undefeated LSU team, a team that theoretically is impressing everyone. Bama lost
And he tackles
to
him hard at
Ole
the 14.
Miss at home. Right, it was at home. I don't remember now.
Auburn is up by a touchdown.
I think it was home.
Might have been some early movement up front.
Last 11 games, LSU 6-5 in Tuscaloosa.
Sometimes what happens on a false start is
I have absolutely no idea why Alabama is actually favored, unless for some strange reason they are like
After the penalty.
undefeated as home dogs. If they're undefeated as home dogs, then I can see that.
He's knocked out of bounds around the 7-yard line.
Fun fact, Dabo Swinney has 69 wins at Clemson. Right. A mutually pleasing win total.
An exciting first quarter comes to an end. 14-7, Tigers.
Oh, that Notre Dame-Pittsburgh game is this week. I did not realize that until just now.
Welcome back here. We resume action now here in the second quarter.
So I'm calling it. Pittsburgh's beating Notre Dame this week. I'm calling it right now.
Knocked out of bounds around the 6-yard line.
Pittsburgh home dog, 9.5 points. Take it. Take it. Pull the money out of your savings and put it on Pittsburgh. Take it.
And he hits him hard at the 10. Fourth down. This one should be makeable.
Yeah, it might say UAB, and I adjusted all the schedules. So UAB has beaten nobody and lost to nobody. They are 0-0 and ranked 3rd.
Carlson has the ball set, and
So all you people who go through this entire NCAA season to try to be ranked, in fact, to try to get ranked in the top 5, all you have to do is just not play anybody.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Now he tries to buy some time. He lost the ball, picks up the fumble. Brought down around the 32-yard line. He really wanted that ball, didn't he, Kirk?
You can't teach hustle like that. The linebacker was determined to get the ball there, and he did.
They picked up 3 points.
Wake, you beat me to the type. Not play anybody, basically Baylor. You beat me to the type. I was typing that in. I was attempting to type it in. Fat fingers helped me not type it in time.
From the 32-yard line, second down. Heading for the corner.
So it looks like Auburn's taking care of business this time around. Oh my God.
At the 2.
Peyton Barber's just been a beast this season. Rock Thomas, of course, out. Peyton Barber filling in, just being a beast. Beast mode, boss. So far, Marshawn Lynch, in the 3 commercials he's been in, have made me laugh my ass off. The Pepsi commercial in which he doesn't have to talk, and at the very end, was he say speech mode, boss? I don't remember what he says. That's too damn funny. The whatever commercial it is where they're in a classroom, and of course Drew Brees is that dude who's always got to ask, is this going to be on the test? And then of course Marshawn from the back, man, I've been here the whole time. Love it. And then just recently, whatever, Call of Duty or whatever, I don't remember what video game it is. But he's standing there all ready to go, and Carl comes in and just flattens everybody. Love it.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Excellent kick.
You gotta love when a dude who hates talking to the press
He's taken down.
will just do commercial after commercial. I mean, I don't blame him one bit. Don't get me wrong. I would hate to have a mic thrust. Especially, you know what the deal is? Think about this. Just think about this. Think about being on site. And you know you're on an install. You got your engineering plans there, and all of a sudden somebody goes to install something, and you just found out that you've made like $100,000 mistake. And on your way off site, there is a camera crew waiting for you and sticking a mic in your face. Can you imagine that? Seriously, you just made a huge mistake. Could be 100,000, could be 1,000,000. Could be basically your boss will fire you when you get back to the office mistake. Can you imagine having to sit up in a press conference with microphones around you and cameras right after you made the biggest mistake of your life, and you have to talk to somebody about it?
Tackle made at the 50.
Not great, but not bad either. As long as your main priorities are not turning the ball over and establishing solid field position, then you're headed in the right direction.
The offense gets set to take the field. Last time out, they stuck it.
Wait, every time I hear Peyton Barber's name, I keep thinking he's a love child of Walter Payton and Tiki Barber. That's true. That's true, and he does. He runs extremely well. I would get used to it. No, I won't get used to it. No. Jockey talking about the sports media. They're the kind of people who legitimately think we could have won state if the coach would have put me in. Awesome. I love it. I honestly, you know, okay, what I will definitely say to you, Ake, is I would get used to it now. You put me as a 20-something-year-old kid in front of those cameras, and I'm going to tell you right now, if I have a bad day, someone's seeing my ball sack. Simple as that. Hey, Flipper, you want to talk to me about that fumble you had on 3rd and goal going in for the winning touchdown? No, dude, but I'd like to show you my sack dance. And just drop your pants and just start balling right there. It's seriously, I feel for those dudes. I really do. You go through an emotionally charged game. You're hyped. You're angry. You want to win. You step off the field with 2 feelings. Well, actually 3 feelings. There's those games that take everything out of you, and all you want to do is just go back and go to sleep. And that would be if you win. The games that take everything out of you after you lose, you find out you still had something in you because you will not go to sleep. You do not want to do anything but go back and replay that damn game. So three ways you leave. Drained, which I don't want to have a camera in my face. Angry that you lost, which let me tell you something, they don't want to stick a camera in my face. Or elated that you win. And that is the wrong time to have a camera in my face.
And he gets a yard on the run.
Because one way, I'm just going to look at you and go beast mode on you. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Another way, I'm too ticked off and I'll actually start a fight with you guys. And then, of course, the third way is if I win, then my mouth just runs free. I'll make Richard Sherman look like he is a great winner.
One heck of a ball game for this young man.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Jockey gonna give him the old school sunglasses, huh? There you go.
And down he goes.
Why does it always have to be your ball sack, dude? It happens.
Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half.
Oh.
The next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being.
Did I say Scottish? I did say Scottish. Yeah, we'll call it the Scottish sunglasses from here on out. Why not?
Gets out to around the 28.
up second and
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker.
Make Richard, exactly. I think Tom Brady already did. How's that? I don't know about that. Because all I know.
Gains his way to the 39-yard line.
Oh, I think I got you. I'm switching it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tom Brady did.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty back.
It was a great Super Bowl. It was definitely a great Super Bowl.
Picks up 6 yards with that grab.
6 yards. That'll make it second and 4.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
As far as, you know, wait, the kiss-ups. Now think about this for a second. Just think about this. I thought about this because these guys do kiss-ups. And they talk about other sports. That's what I love. They talk about there are people on the radio who will talk about which sports media is the worst kiss-up. But you know what? If you lay the hammer down on one of those dudes,
he's at the 30. He makes his way to about the 28.
If they refuse to talk to you, ESPN will move on. You will be dropped. You will flat out be dropped. Whether you're ESPN, Fox, I don't care. I don't care if you're working at the local paper. As long as there's somebody in line in your business that the other dude will talk to and will shut you out, you won't have a job. And that's the reason why, you know, they had Goodell, which is too funny. They had Goodell talking about fantasy football. And, you know, Goodell busts out with the political line and starts walking the lawyer's definition. And fantasy football isn't gambling. You know, they said something about, you know, so you're for legalized gambling. And Goodell said, no, I'm not for legalized gambling. And fantasy football is not, you know, is not gambling, which wrong.
They're going to come up short here on third down to be able to pick up.
Nobody called him out on it.
At least they're in field goal range, and a smart coach will always take
Why?
points when
Because if Goodell doesn't like you, you're not going to get those interviews, and somebody else from ESPN will be moved into your position. I don't care if you're Mike and Mike. I don't care who the hell you are. You will be moved out, and somebody else will take your position, and they will continue with their flagship of programming.
Louisville lines up for the kickoff. He's to the 20. They bring him down, and they bring him down hard on that one.
Yeah, Richard Sherman, hail to the victor after the Super Bowl. Richard Sherman seemed pretty super humble, shaking people's hands and stuff. He hasn't went off on one of his usual tangents in a while, and you're right. And I like that. Actually, you know what? One of the things that I really liked, and I got to give Sherman credit for, and I forget who the other cornerback is for Seattle. After they beat San Francisco, they had the two cornerbacks up there talking to Deion Sanders. And it was I liked it. It just looked like a bunch of dudes sitting around, jabbing each other and having a good time. And I enjoyed that. To me, that spoke more of a good character that I think Richard Sherman has. And Richard Sherman, even during it, somebody made him laugh, and he had an honest laugh, which I mean, I absolutely love. You can tell when people are coaxing out a laugh, and you can tell when people are thoroughly caught off hand and like their honest laugh comes out, and I enjoy that. And it looked him, Deion, I forget who the other co-host was up there with him, and I forget who the other cornerback was. Why, I don't know. They had a good chat. It was palling around. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. I like seeing the dudes. I don't know why I'm off on that on this, but that's besides the point. I like seeing the dudes like that. Just normal folk enjoying the game and having fun. Wait, this is why I like Dan Le Batard, because he doesn't ask cliche questions. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Get the sack.
You know, the one thing about Richard Sherman that I absolutely, that I wonder is, has anybody thrown the PED stuff in his face? I don't think anybody has.
They've got 10 guys up. It looks like they're going to try to block.
I mean, he trash talks. And honestly, the first thing that I'd love throwing in his face is I'd take some middle line cornerback and be like, what?
Around the 38-yard line.
Well, why don't we just? You think if he did PEDs for a couple of years and then got suspended 4 games, it'd be worth it? You think he'd be as good as you? I think so.
Just throws this one away.
Hell, both those cornerbacks, both Peterson and him, got nailed in the same year.
From their
Oops.
own 38-yard line. It's second down. There's a strike complete.
One-handed catch by Rico Suave.
Tigers taking their first time out of the half.
Auburn doing some good on offense. Well, that doesn't happen too often. I think I got Louisville, so I guess I'm going to lose this one.
Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage. Auburn's going to have to use their second time out of the half.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From the 40-yard line.
I thought it was Sherman. I thought it was Sherman and Peterson in the same year that both got nailed.
He sails
Oh.
and he holds it in. Touchdown.
You think it was Adderall that I don't think so.
That was some kind of catch and run by the halfback.
That was a mismatch that the offense took advantage of. He completely burned the defender for the score.
I mean, to me, the Adderall thing,
A 4-play, 62-yard drive. And they add
I thought it was something different. The Adderall thing is not that big of a deal to me. It's, you know, so what? You get super hyped, yada, yada, yada.
here before halftime.
But it goes away.
Fielded at the 4.
You know, my issue was more of, you know, any kind of bulk,
So at the end of the half, the Tigers
anything to
lead.
help you get back on the field,
David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the
that
third
kind of
quarter.
stuff. Like, if you take anything to help you bulk up,
He's to the 20. Tackle at the
it still stays with you. That bulk still stays with you.
Yeah, they've done a
You know,
good
just
job
because you get
of
4 game,
and almost determined here to push
just get a
the
4-game
taking
suspension
here for the rest of the way.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense.
doesn't mean that you shrink back down to the size that you were.
Back in the game. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
That would have been pretty remarkable if he'd managed to hold on to the ball after taking a shot like that.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 27.
All I get, I'm trying to look at what actually got nailed for, and all I get is a chain of custody thing.
Knocked down, incomplete.
Brett, I noticed during practice this week that this linebacker may be a wide receiver or running back at heart. He's messing around during practice with some of the offensive skill players. Really, it pays off for him here as he's able to show enough instincts there to be able to knock that ball away.
It was Adderall, reportedly Adderall. Yeah, fuck
This
it.
is not good news. This is a very serious injury. From their own 41.
Surprised the stream's still going. What?
He gets rid of this one.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
And he throws it away.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball.
Damn
into
you,
coverage.
U-boat.
He got away with
Telling
one right
me
there. He's
surprised
very
my
fortunate.
stream
Next
is still
time,
going.
just throw
Come
it
on
away
now.
out of bounds.
And once again, they'll come to the line, trying to convert on third down. He's going to air it long. So the stop there on third and long.
No, you're right. It was Brown or PED. Yeah, that's. I just looked. Yeah, like Sherman said, Adderall. That's whatever. I'm all right with that. And that's what's funny. So Adderall, you know, Adderall, something that'll get you going for one game. But of course, he could have been to. It doesn't matter.
And he's taken down at the 36-yard line. Well, the guys are chomping at the bit down there, waiting for the game to start.
Sam Bradford. No, dude. Dude, you got pouty face Eli Manning. You've got Cutler's got the worst face. I don't care. I don't care what you say about Bradford. Bradford does have a bad face every time they zoom in.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition.
Wake, if the NFL ended tomorrow, I wouldn't care less. You know what? This is actually pretty damn funny.
Well, Kirk, we saw this kid head to the locker room a little bit earlier with that injury. Now we see these.
Adderall does actually. Adderall will make you.
Throws complete. He's got room to work.
Adderall makes you overly focused and overly hyped. I will say that. I mean, it is what it is, and that can definitely improve your performance. But that's besides the point. So, the NFL ended tomorrow. I wouldn't care less. Wait, this is
On the throw, incomplete pass.
Lewis was the intended receiver on the play.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 37.
having some real technical difficulties. Just kicked my damn mic cord off. All right. Anyways,
Incomplete. Oh,
so during the lockout, or during the not lockout, during the it may be locked out, we may not. Oh no, it was right before they locked out during the offseason in the NFL a couple years ago. Marcellus Wiley, who I do like. He's an intelligent guy. But he said the stupidest thing I've ever heard from him. When they were talking about the contracts and stuff, he said the public needs to know. They need to know about these contract disputes. You know, they need to be aware of, you know, the players, you know, what they're not getting, and yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. It needs to be important to them, yada yada yada. And I sat back there and thought, no. I love football. I love pro football. I love college football. I love football. But you know what, dude? Just like Wake said, if the NFL goes away, I'll find something else. Let me tell you something. If my garbage man goes on strike and goes away, that's going to affect me a hell of a lot more than the NFL not playing on Sundays. A hell of a lot more. It really annoyed me. You guys are just entertainers. If you freaking people go away, and that is what's funny about this world, is some of these guys don't get it. They're nothing more than entertainers. The minute they are gone, they're not. They think they're in history because they're in the Hall of Fame. They think they're in history because they show up on TV. They're not. You're not part of history. You don't sit back and crack open a book and sit there and read about whoever the hell. Tom Brady, 4-time Super Bowl champ. You're not going to see that in history books. You're nothing. You're just dust. You're just an entertainer.
It's second down now and 14 to go. Ball on the 38.
Jockey, my garbage man, my quarterback are the same.
And he's tackled around the 30-yard line.
That's awesome.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Oh, one of these days I really need to find the command that allows you to post stuff. I still can't, and I don't know why. It really annoys me. I swear to God.
That'll make it 4th and 6.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it.
I tried the allow thing, and it just did not work.
On the delay.
Oh, it's permit?
Right around the 20.
Shit. All right. I did not know that. I thought it was allow. That's why it didn't work.
He's tackled around the 22-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
What did I screw up? Yeah, it didn't work.
From the 22-yard line. Second down.
Huh. I mean, I'll try it again with you, Hail to the Victor. I don't think it's good. It didn't give me a message. It should give me a message. If I permit somebody, it should give me a message saying that you're good to go for 30 seconds. It's not doing that when I do that. And I have looked, Jockey. I looked. There's somewhere on Twitch. I have looked, and I can't find it. The one time I looked, it said allow, and then the next time it said nah.
Here's a running play. Brought down at the 1.
No gain. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
All right, maybe it's a setting on Twitch. I'll look into it to see even, because you would think the permit would.
There's another.
Oh, the permit thing is for Nightbot. Yeah, I don't have Nightbot.
What a game this kid's having. 4 rushes have ended in touchdowns.
We wondered if the linebackers were going to be able to slow him down.
That'll actually work.
I guess that answer is pretty simple. No.
And he adds the extra point. An 8-play, 33-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown.
Boy, this offense right now is just being physical, really controlling the line of scrimmage, and it's opening up some nice big lanes for the running backs.
Auburn to kick. From the 5-yard line. They'll bring him down at the 24. Louisville's getting stopped right now. They're unable to get anything going here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I think what they have to do at this point is they've got to get in a little bit more of a hurry-up mode, a little bit more urgency. Score.
Oh, God. Good old Penn and Teller. Thank you, sir.
I hope they show some fight here and try to stay.
I see it under Settings, Channels, Videos.
At least want to go down swinging. Rose, incomplete, knocked away.
All right.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. He gets to about the 34-yard line.
Auburn 41-10. Yuck.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
As I try to do this all.
Tackle around the 37-yard line.
Automatically archive, reduce stream delay.
Well, the defense closed in on him pretty quickly.
Oh, reduce stream delay in beta. I'm going to try that next time.
From their own 37-yard line. 1st down. And he hits him hard at the 45-yard line.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
All right. I'll unblock it for now. I'll unblock the links for now. Go ahead. You can go ahead and post it. I got to figure out a way without, because Nightbot actually, the last time I was on Nightbot, they wanted to do, you had to sign up and you had to get you had to get like, I think, you know, you had to get so many points, and I think points equated to like 5. It should be ready.
Complete, brought down, nothing doing. A couple of yards there.
Very good
Okay.
job of
Let me.
coverage on the play. The freshman receiver made a nice play, but there was no room for him to run after the catch.
Pitts to punt.
All right. Well, okay. So maybe next link. I'll leave it unchecked.
And down he goes at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and that's actually what I was getting to. I'll leave it unchecked. And next stream when we get on here, we'll see what happens.
They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown. Auburn in control.
We'll see if you guys can post links. And I'm obviously not worried about you guys. The good news is right now everything's small, so people aren't complete jackholes about things, but you can get some jackholes on here that annoy the hell out of me. I was on a big stream, Big Madden stream. And I can't even tell you, there was at least 3 or 4 guys, and this is like, you know, 5,000 people watching this stuff. I can't even tell you how many people like got on there and started saying, "Hey, look, I'm going to be playing this game. Why don't you come over to my channel?" and all that. It drove me nuts. Unclassy. And there, of course, you got the spam. Anyways.
6-yard line. First down.
But we will leave it unchecked, so hopefully when I restart it, we come up on Monday. You guys should be able to post links. What I would rather do, obviously, is have links outlawed and me go user by user and allow people to be permitted to post links. But it is what it is.
The Tigers had one of their key players go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to get back in the lineup.
Yeah, sometimes if like I can't do it when I'm hosting a channel, but if I'm on another channel and it says deleted link, if I click on it,
That's 3 down and 1 to go.
I can see the link.
Well, folks, we head into the
But I can't do that on my channel, so I don't know if obviously Haddle the Victor, he can do it on my channel. I can't do it while I'm hosting, that's for sure.
Spectacular play, and now it's
It looks like Auburn's going to crush Louisville just as bad as Louisville crushed them in the first game of the season.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and goal. Auburn up big. And they make the stop around the 4-yard line. And this is the 8th play of the drive.
So we're going to have an Iron Bowl rematch. Auburn versus Alabama. Alabama and the regular season. So we'll see if Auburn takes care of them again. I'll be in the 2nd round of this region. I think this is the first game that I'm going to lose in this region, I believe.
On the ground with the tailback. And they got him for a loss.
Loss of 3 on the play. That brings up 4th and goal.
Yep, this is going to be the first game I lost in this region.
This is to add to
So I did have Auburn. But I had Alabama going to the regional final, so I haven't lost any of my regional final guys yet.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He's to the 20, and he makes it out to about the 24-yard line. The Tigers have a defense that's a sight to behold, Kurt.
Well, they just play with a chip on their shoulder. They are all over the field. The defensive line knows their job. The linebackers, the safeties, the corners, everybody plays as one, and they've been fun to watch today.
All right, so next week, next Monday, when you guys get on, we're only going to have 2 games next Monday. And they will be Oregon versus Notre Dame, Ohio State versus LSU. However, we are going to fill the time with my we're gonna start the road to glory. Flipper Anderson Jr., true freshman on UCLA, my own creation, will be catching balls from Josh Rosen, true freshman there, and we will see. We'll see how far we get through. We will definitely see the career through, but that will be our time filler, so that we still stream, you know, a good 3 hours plus, but at the same time, get through the rest of the, through the rest of this tournament. That's how it's going to be for the next whatever month that we're going to have only 2 games. But you'll get to see me in action. Oh joy.
The toughness here by this quarterback.
And the good news is Road to Glory is enough non-intensive that I can still go on my little rants.
Got to do a better job maybe feeling things out a little bit.
What I'm thinking of doing is if a Road to Glory game takes 20-30 minutes to get through, that actually would be pretty good, because what we can do is we can we'll go through one game and we'll start up the games at 9. You know, the Road to Glory will start up at 8:45. Sometime around 9:45, 9:30, the first game will kick off. 10:30, the second game will kick off, and then at 11:30, get back on and play another game and finish off till finish it, work until midnight.
Where's the attitude? Where's the emotion that we're used to seeing from these guys? Right now, they're back on their heels, almost looking.
Oh, Wake, don't even get me started. God, don't even get me. I actually thought about doing that. I really did think about doing that.
Do a better job of not only handling the defensive linemen, but getting up to the linebackers. That way the ball carriers will have a little bit more room to get to that second level.
I got it. I still got my 2K8. I still do. In fact, every now and then I open it up and
very solid gain through the air.
yes, it's Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Time, whatever it is. I can't remember if we're in Daylight Savings Time, so it should be Eastern Daylight Time, Daylight Savings Time, I think. And it's not, I think Eastern Standard Time is during the summer. It doesn't matter, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's normally 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff for the 3 games, but so we'll do 8:45. We'll do Road to Glory, get a game in. If it goes quicker, I may not be in that many games. If it goes quicker, I may not be in that many plays. If it goes quicker, we'll get 2 games in.
He scrambled, but he didn't get much.
Brad, this defense reacts.
Then sometime around 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, get that first game in. We are in Standard Time now. Really? Okay. Dude, I don't know.
Third down now, and they need to get it.
I didn't know. I thought during the winter time it was Daylight Savings Time. Okay. Cool. I just do what the clock tells me to do. There's Duke. Duke. I really do think when Auburn and Louisville met in the first week of the season, it was like 52-17. This is gonna be close. But yeah, I do want to stretch out the street. The March Madness, dude. The freaking NCAA 2K. Seriously, now I'm sitting there wondering about
there are a lot of players in the college game that can make something happen when the
doing that in
but when it's that bad,
around March.
I don't care who you are,
I don't know.
You're going down for a loss.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
It'd be fun if it was easy. I don't think it's going to be easy to get in rosters is the thing. The other issue that I have with the I do have problems with 2K with the basketball just because 3-point shooters, like anybody can be a 3-point shooter in 2K. And when you adjust the sliders are so hokey.
And on that play, the timing was just off. That's going to happen sometimes.
It's 3rd and goal.
It gets darker earlier. We're not in daylight savings. It's simple science, you dingus. Appreciate it. Somebody had to come up with a dingus. All right, so hopefully you spring forward an hour in the spring so that the sun at say 6 p.m. is the same amount as the sun at 7 p.m.
So the field goal unit is on the field.
Hence it's called daylight savings.
This will just add insult to injury.
Okay. I'm with you, sort of. I'm with you, sort of. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, obviously, if we're in savings, if we're in standard time now, we're in standard time now. All right. I'm with you. I'm all with you. I'll open up that YouTube later. So 47-10 is what we have. And after I've been called dingus, I will now remember that winter is standard time. Oh, I thought the game was over. Too busy getting called dingus.
And he makes it out to about the 21-yard line.
Huh.
The Tigers have really been all over the place. They're playing like a defense possessed.
I love to watch a defense just pin its ears back and just fly to the football. They are playing with a reckless attitude.
Wait, I remember our local weather guy said it got warmer the day you springboard because we get an extra hour of sunlight.
To about the 33.
Oh, God, that's awesome.
First down,
That
10
is so
to go.
awesome.
Ball on the 33-yard line. We have less than a minute to go.
And you know what the worst part about it? You know somewhere he said that during the day before he got on TV, and somebody let him run with it. You know it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's sort of like the thing is, if you're ever out at the bar with me, the worst words you ever want to hear out of my mouth are, "Oh, dude, you're so golden." Because the whole point about it, when I've opened up my mouth and said that, I am so sick of trying to talk you into something that I'm going to just go ahead and allow you to do whatever the hell you want to do and take your lumps for it.
And this one's all but wrapped up with the final score. Auburn 47, Louisville 10.
That is so
As we
awesome.
wrap this game up,
It's
Kurt,
warmer because you get an extra hour of
I have
sun.
to say that I wasn't expecting a blowout victory. Louisville got flat out embarrassed, and these players sure look disappointed. They just got to learn to move on and try to improve.
Yeah, no, you know that, Victor. The dude was probably driving in his car thinking, "Oh, I am gonna drop this truth bomb on these people, and I'm gonna look like a genius." Oh God, I can. It reminds me of this sweatshirt I used to have. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when I saw it. I couldn't wait to wear it to high school. I bought it, thought it was just the coolest thing. I walked into high school, and dudes just looked at me like, "What in the heck?" One dude seriously said it looked like somebody was smoking when they designed that. I thought about that sweatshirt. I knew it was just gonna just kill. All right, so Auburn. Oh, no, wait, I am sure the dude, I mean, I didn't see it, obviously, but I am sure the dude thought that he was just going to drop some knowledge on people and look like a freaking genius. Holy crap, 10 for 27, 72 yards, 1 touchdown. Youch. That is a whooping.